muted there, but welcome back. Currently, how we doing, guys? We haven't been here in a bit, of course, but we're back. Bitcoin at 44,000. We've been waiting for this big breakout. We're currently retesting the current high that we just had. But it's nice to see you guys. Appreciate you being here. Let's get those likes up to 100 again. We got 100 of you guys watching right now. Let's get those likes up to 100 as we jump into a lovely stream once again. We're going to go over some crypto charts, kind of get and dive back into the current kind of choppy price action we had. So I'm kind of glad we didn't get a breakout yet. And I'm glad we can go over some charts that we're going to get here come, into the new year. Because, man, it's Christmas. It's a busy time of year. People, volume's not as strong until, we had some about a few weeks ago, going into this move, but the past little bit has been kind of slow the past few days. So we'll see. You'll see in just a second there, gaming. But guys, if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We love our reoccurring viewers, people that come back, want to hang out with us. But come the new year, be prepared. We will have a set schedule for the stream, okay? We will have a set schedule for the stream. It will be Tuesdays and Thursdays for the time being. It will probably end up being more than that eventually, but for now, as we're adapting the new stream concept that we have going on so far, as you can see, we are, waiting to kind of figure that all out, get all the tweaks done, figuring out the segments we want to do. But Tuesdays and Thursdays in the new year, same time every week. It's gonna be around 12:30 Eastern. Will probably be the time, 12:30, maybe 1 Eastern at the latest. But we will keep you updated on the exact schedule here very soon. But guys, we have an opportunity for 50K to be possibly coming up soon, maybe by the end of the year. We'll see. But for now, we've had our current breakout. I've been watching this kind of rough bull flag break on Bitcoin. Man, what a move we have had so far, though. This week, though, in the news, we had some building permits early on Tuesday. That had a small, negative impact on the dollar, which means, the market successfully had a lovely week starting out. But currently, right now, the current market update, the SP 500 up, green for the day, barely. NASDAQ up 56 points. The dollar index is up as well today. The Dow 65.65%. Natural gas is down, and then gold is down, which is interesting seeing that compared to Bitcoin being up today. Up 4% on Bitcoin, which is pretty cool. So people really try to put their money back into Bitcoin, maybe taking it out of gold, which we'll go over in a little bit as well. But for now, our biggest winner today is Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been pumping. Nat gas, been kind of weak. I'm going to start our analysis here in just a second, actually. We're going to adjust our intros to be a lot shorter. That way we can get right into analysis. So don't worry about the 11 minutes on the screen. Like I said, we're figuring out our time. But we're kind of just looking into letting people join the stream before we jump into analysis. So give me about 2 minutes. It will get into the charts here. But I just want to see news-wise. We got our home sales was today. And that was big for the dollar. We ended up beating. So you can see why the market's a little even today. Crude oil inventories back at a huge surplus. 2.9 million. 2.9 million on the crude oil inventories. We got a bond auction this evening at, actually, it just happened, I think. So probably had some volatility there, top of the hour. Yep. 1300 hours had a bond auction 12 minutes ago. But we're going to see here. GDP tomorrow, guys. GDP in the morning, 8:30. Be prepared. GDP. Let me say that one more time. Capital G, capital D, capital P, okay? 8:30 before open. If you're trading pre-market, be careful. If you're in a long position, watch it. But, we've had a pretty successful It's showing a prediction of 5% over last report of 2%. So that's really good. If that ends up hitting 5%, we're probably gonna have a really nice uptick tomorrow. Be prepared for a bullish run, so long as that hits, right? So long as that hits, watch that GDP tomorrow at 5%. But other than that, Friday we have the core PCE coming in. PCE on Friday. Again, 8:30, hour before open. Always something to look out for. Then we got new home sales at 10 a.m. Remember, always 10 a.m. Eastern and 8:30 Eastern in the morning before market open. Always good times to just be like, okay, you know, I need to see what's going on in the news, make sure I'm not missing out. But welcome back. Let's go see who's been here before. But yeah, we got Mickey coming in to joining us later. We're gonna do a little bit of dual action later with Mickey and get some charting going in. But you know what? We might as well hop over to the charts and see what we see in Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, something we've been watching, right, for this exact hold. This is the hold we've been wanting, that 40K mark we've been wanting to hold real strong, right? So 40K right now is what we're looking for, like we said, to hold, and we got that. We finally getting this breakout and possibly a retest of that high we had. High was 45K. We talked about this hitting 45K, right? Talk about this hitting 45K. We got that hit on this first initial run. But what did we talk about last stream? And if you guys watched any of our other streams on this current move, we like to see with the oscillator matrix, right? We like to see a potential continuation after reset, right? So we have a reset of the hyperwave. Notice hyperwave sitting at 50%, right? That's huge for trends, right? Money flow hitting threshold again today. Got strong money flow coming in. You see that threshold line right here, hitting that strong threshold. And we're currently breaking with this bullish turning point. It's exactly what we like to see for a continuation. Money flow bullish, breaking that threshold, getting a bullish turning point with the oscillator being reset. This looks amazing for a breakout. Now, this could be a whole liquidity grab run. We could get a liquidity grab right through 46, 48, take out those sellers, people take profit. We could drop back down to 40K. It's very possible. But in this current state, we look very strong for a breakout coming. I mean, shoot, it might be by Christmas. We might get a Christmas present breakout. What a nice Christmas present that would be. 46,000 on Bitcoin. I mean, that would be incredible. But that is our daily current setup. Really, really like that for trading continuation. Now, of course, we did have, let's jump back to 11 here. See, we did have a current, 2 signal in the current optimized sensitivity back on Monday the 11th. So great spot to take some off the table. Wait for us to hold and get this next signal. So long as today closes at a 3 signal, we're looking really strong for the trend continuation, right? It's exactly what we like to see. We got to see it right here. Got the 3 signal after that 2, finishing off this first trend, got that consolidation, oscillator reset. We got coiling and then pop, big pop, just like that. Looking about the same thing here. We got a little bit of a reset with that 2 signal. And now we got what? Another 3 signal coming in hot. 3 signal. We always say here on stream, if you've joined us before, 3 signals, strong trend continuation signals here for Bitcoin. Let me go ahead and pull up the watermark. Pull up that watermark so you can see that. We will be taking some suggestions here, Manuel, in just a little bit. But overall, Bitcoin right now, daily chart in a in a week or so might see the 46K. We're hoping for that Christmas present, possibly Santa coming early. It'd be nice. But remember, the weekly chart was something that we are really, really interested in. Weekly chart. Love watching the weekly. But the only thing that I do like seeing here is, I'm going to bop up these percentages here. Look at this. Order block sitting right up there in the 47, 48K. So that was always our target. That's always our NTP for the current time frame that we're in. At a 1 week, right? 1 week chart here. We've had this current 3 signal, and this is what we talked about before. You get that 2 signal saying, okay, maybe not yet. 3 signal occurs. Look at that trend continuation after the 3 signal. That's what we're seeing on the daily. That's what we want to see. The biggest thing I see with the current weekly chart on Bitcoin, though, is the money flow. I mean, this is like ideal for a new year bull run to, who knows, 60K. 60K could be pretty early in the new year. So long as that volume holds strong. Market's closing at an incredible rate this year. Lots of value coming off of a lot of tech stocks. SP 500 finally, trying to test those all-time highs. Bitcoin, though, making that beautiful end of year rally like we wanted to see. We were watching for a while now. Okay, but again, order block sitting here, previous lower high, right? 47K. We want to be optimistic, right? We want to say, oh, 50K, 60K is going to hit. But, we got 47, 45 in our way first. So seeing this weekly order block, again, higher time frame, weekly order block. We look for the weekly order block. That's what we're going to target. Realistically, 47,000. Great target. On top of that, 47,000 looks so good just because of the price action that was occurred here when this order block got formed, right? Look at these candle closes acting perfectly as resistance, dead center of that order block, right? So dead center of this order block here, we're thinking 47,000. That's the first target. We hold that price. What I like a lot here is this order block showing this at this level before we had strong sellers, right? That's really good for when we go to retest it, because usually we had strong sellers there before. Sellers are probably not going to take this level. Buyers are probably going to take this level, and it's probably going to push it to 50K. That's why we really like the 50K mark, right? We see the order block here with high sell volume. That's what we really like to see there, because guess what? Sellers there, they already took that level. Who's next? Buyers. Buyers come in at that level if we hit it, and we have a lot higher probability of busting through this level so long as we can get that volume going into it. The only thing that could delay us a bit on this is the oscillator, right? Now, we all know with any type of price movement, we need to come off of a rally to continue a rally, right? So the only thing I don't like is we are extremely extended on that oscillator on the weekly chart, right? The best part about the oscillator, though, is the bearish money flow, right? The bearish money flow. Why we got bearish money flow, this big uptick here? This is awesome. What this means, though, when we're looking at this chart, is it's trying to flip to bullish money flow. That means bears are coming out of the market. Look at this. Bears are dipping out of this market on the oscillator matrix here, okay? When bears are coming out of this market, that means, bulls are waiting, ready to rally, okay? So this might just be the beginning of this run going into the new year. We got halving this year, going into the new year, see how the money flow flipped. And guess what happened when that money flow flipped? We had a nice little uptrend. This was a little bit more of a consolidation earlier this year, but notice the bulls are more in control at these levels than the bears. So in this case, right now, bearish money flow coming out of the market. We want to see that bullish money flow step in here, possibly into the new year. More than likely, that's going to occur. But we want to see this oscillator maybe have a reset, maybe go retest this high. Have a nice higher low right here, then bop, hit that overflow again. Oh, I hit the wrong thing there, my bad. But there you go. Let's get a turning point somewhere here below the 80 and then get another run into the extended area. But bearish money flow on this current start of this uptrend, all we're looking for now is a nice little price reset, right? If this 47K doesn't hit just yet, but a price reset here, you pull a Fibonacci there, you got, 35K could be a good target. But what I really like, though, is this previous high volume support level right here at 36K. So Fibonacci lines up with that as well, right? Got a nice little Fibonacci touch so far. Now, guess what? We do get this breakout to 47K. Look, that line moves up to be 50%. That golden pocket sitting right at that previous support. That got flushed, right? So we broke through all of these imbalances. And now we're trying to, at least go retest this previous high, which is, what we want to see. Sorry, previous lower high that we had. So 47K. I think that's going to hit first before we get a little bit of a retracement. But welcome to the stream. If you guys are new here, my name is Jacob. We got our boy Mickey. If you know Mickey from the Discord, from the streams, we'll have him here in just a little bit. But again, we appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the likes. Let's get the likes up to 100. We're at 150 of you guys on the stream right now. Let's crank up those likes. We really appreciate it. And feel free to share the stream with your friends if you're eating lunch. Enjoy. Hopefully you're having a good lunch, or maybe you're on winter break. Well, if you're on winter break, man, this is the time to be looking at crypto. What a move we're getting so far. Look at Mickey saying he's hungry right now. Let's see what you guys said here. Elon Musk in the chat. That's cool to see. When's that Cybertruck coming out? I want to pre-order one. I guess you could pre-order one still, but everybody could do it for what, like $100, and as a joke. Yes. Let's look at Ethereum. Henrik, great idea. Ethereum. Let's look at it. Ethereum, though, been a little bit of a lagger, right? Ethereum's been a lagger. But this is currently having that reset, right? He said if Bitcoin were to retest some of the lower fib levels, that'd be a dream, right? I mean, it could be. Like we said, though. We would like to see that, but currently right now it's looking really nice. So this is what we talked about last time as well on the weekly chart. So starting with Ethereum, look, we have this high here. We have this high that's set, trying to break. It did break out of that previous lower high that it set a higher high, right? That means trend is switching, right? Now we see this. Sorry, let me reset this back to 5 here, sorry, on our market structure so we have it. So currently had that higher low, and we got that change of character. Now, this level here, that 2124 is the level I want to see that support occur, right? Because it's a previous high. Proper price action when moving on trends. You want to see those bounces off previous highs, and we're getting that right now already this week. We hit a low this week of 2115. That high of that week was what? 2120. So pretty spot on. 2122. Now, obviously Ethereum's been lagging a bit. So this actually, if it gets through this high, you're going to see a really nice impulse on Bitcoin as well. Let's check out the daily on Ethereum. Daily Ethereum, not as showing of that strength today. Of course, we have a big strength move on Ethereum today. It'll be optimized that sensitivity. But the biggest part about what I like on Ethereum is the oscillator on the daily coming below that 50 mark, right? Below the 50 mark, you see sellers coming out a bit, but buyers coming out a bit, but we were extremely extended on the buyer side with this overflow on this first initial run. Now, we're currently in that chop. Now, if you are looking for entry, you're looking to hold, and I'll tell you about the settings here in just a sec, but if you're looking to hold, this is the price point to be holding right now, okay? This is not an entry. If you're not in this, don't get in it, right? I wouldn't get in it here, okay? Because weekly chart, you know, we said on Bitcoin, we can have that retrace before we move. Now, if you're somebody that wants to hold for 3-4 years, obviously this is great value. It's great value. Honestly, I would say even more than that, 5-10 years. Great value at the moment for any of these, right? But in this case, for the current state that we're in, bouncing off this previous high, this is like what you want to see in uptrends. But even more so, you know, let's just put a box there, right? Let's see this. Boom. Here you go. Bouncing off previous high. What do you see? Bounce, 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 bounce. 4 times. 4-time bounce there. Beautiful bounce on the daily. But what's even more impressive is the fact that the oscillator is coming off that high, right? Coming off the high, it's resetting. You have money flow staying bullish. So long as this money flow stays bullish and we start seeing that uptick once again, we break this current high here, we're going to see this thing hit 25K. Or 25K. That'd be awesome. $2,500, right? So look at this. We talked about this before too. What other pattern formation do we see here? We see a nice bull flag. So the best bull flag set up over previous highs. That's exactly what we're getting right now. Previous high, bull flag, right? Nice little bull flag setup. This is current price action you want to see when you're resetting price for the next run, right? The problem is Ethereum volume a little low. It hasn't been big. Bitcoin's been getting all the volume. Just fine, because majority of the time, if you're in, yeah, we'll look at Solana for sure. So be prepared. We'll look at Solana here in just a sec. you can kind of see on the right side here what we're going to pretty much be looking over today. We'll look at Bonk again. Bonk with the crazy volume that it's been having. But beautiful setup, right? So far. So long as price value holds over that 2100, guys, I'm holding long. We are currently, the reason why I say don't enter though, we're currently in purple, right? Purple means, you know, this isn't a time, for those of you that are new here, this isn't a time for entry. It's also not a time for selling either. Now, if you were in off of a 3 signal like this, right? And this breakout and this consolidation. Now this here, you had your TP1, right? TP1 here, and then there's no TP2 yet, but that 2 signal would be your indication. You know, let's close out of majority position, wait for that trend continuation signal like we just showed on Bitcoin, right? Here's the trend continuation signal we'd be looking for on Ethereum. When you get that, that's good confirmation. So long as it closes like that, that we're probably going to get another move for possibly a breakout, right? So in this case, for now, sitting on your hands if you're a little bit of a shorter term trader, of course. Now you're super long term, which a lot of people are. Looking really good for that current breakout. But yes, big lagger here on Ethereum. I wish we'd get some volume. Man said 15-minute. Ignore the current scale to price chart. We have all the order blocks up. We like to see all of them, but let's jump to 15 sensitivity and see what you got going on here. So 15-minute, still holding over these higher highs that we got, you know, earlier today, or like last night. Remember, money flow flipped, higher low, boom, pop, retested this high, and guess what? It rejected it, took out the highs, came back down. So current state, you're in 4s. I'm out. If I was day trading, I'm out of a position right now. I wait for that trend continuation signal to consider any other entry. If you're, you know, targeting upside for now would be that 2283. Now that'd be pretty cool to get that move today, but yeah, we'll see. Ethereum's still in that nice little uptrend there. Broke the trend, higher low, bop, big pop. He said, Lux, love the content. In your opinion, what is the best weekly chart metrics? What's the best? I will recommend with LuxAlgo for sure. Use it if you're using a lot of our indicators. You know, higher time frames with any analysis, usually the best analysis you can get, right? You want a top-down analysis. If you've ever heard top-down analysis, it's a real thing. It really works. That's something you really want to look for, right? You want to see what's happening on the higher time frames, and you go down to the lower time frames, look for your entry. I said heavy, but pressure on the OB and Ethereum. So yeah, if we go back to the, let's look at the 4 hour. Haven't looked at the 4 hour yet today. See what we're looking at. 4 hour, we are currently in an order block, right? Let me get up 16 here. Make sure we're on our optimized sensitivity. We're in a 4 signal on that 4 hour, you know, setup there. What I really like though about this 4 hour chart for Ethereum, by the way, is once again, you had so much bullish money flow from this recent trend coming out of the market. But notice we're not really aggressively selling, right? So we've reset on the oscillator a few times here and had oversold territories. Now with this 4 signal, if we could set up and we could break out of this range here that we currently had on this 4 hour chart, I mean, you're looking for that big potential rally, right? Once again, maybe retest that high. But current state, you know, on the 4 hour chart, I'm going to go back to the daily and say, okay, here we go. This is way clearer view, bull flag, engaged. We said that 2 signal was there, right? I'm not trading. I'm not in this. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to trade this. I wait for clean price action. Because in the long run, when that clean price action present itself, your odds of being and having a massive trade are much greater. Wonder when it will exceed 50K. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Bitcoin, 50K, it's definitely in our sights, big time. Remember what we said, weekly time frame chart here, 47K, first, you know, first aggressive move we need to get through. 47K right now, first target, but we are a little bit extended here on the weekly. This is Binance, interesting. The Binance exchange, actually, money flow has flipped. And we were looking at Coinbase a second ago. This other thing, you know, look across a few exchanges. See the differences here. Price action roughly the same, but look at Coinbase calculation on Bitcoin. You can see that money flow hasn't flipped, right? So we got 44,076 there, and they got 44,073 on Binance. So there you go. Overall, though, that's exactly what we want to see. We want to see that bullish money flow come in. We still want to see the reset. We're getting the same hyperwave, right? We want to see the reset of money flow. So you can see buyers actually probably taking over this money flow a lot stronger there on the other exchange. What's up, Brad? Welcome back, man. If you guys are new here, we really appreciate you being here. We're going to try to get those likes up to 100. That's our goal per stream. Let's get those likes up to 100. We really appreciate it. Also, if you're new, subscribe, man. We're going to start going live Tuesdays and Thursdays of the new year. Prepare for live even more after that. We're probably go at least 3 times a week at some point. But for now, those of you who are just here, thank you, Brad. Brad knows what's up. Jump into the 74 likes. We appreciate it, guys. We're almost there. 26 likes left. Let's get there. 100. Let's get to the 100. For now, if you just joined, 47K is our first target. We're hoping to get an early Christmas present from Santa. You saw Santa in the intro video, or the intro load. We want to get that 47K hopefully for Christmas. That'd be great. Anyway, let's jump into Solana, because my goodness, man, this is something that is exactly what we've been talking about for this move to potentially 90, and we're looking like we can get that big time. We're going to get that big time. Now, what will we talk about? Getting the 2 signal, staying in trend, getting that 3 continuation signal. If I were to turn off good old price action concepts, here you go. Signals and overlays, bop, 3 signal, right? 3 signal sets up. You know, you get that trend continuation, you get a higher low, you get proper price action, then you go right through that high perfectly. 90, you can see my 90 alert there. I really like the 90s, right? Let's bring on price action concepts once again and look at, you know, what do we have to the upside that we're missing, right? Guess what? That's well over 100, right? As our next order block. What I like a lot about this, we talked about this hitting the 80s last week, is look at this right here. The 90 target, we love a lot, because this range right here, you know what? I'm going to get rid of those. Let's box this. Like a box. Look at the support that came through this little range here. And then look at the flush, right? We like to look for areas where support happened and then had a very big impulse move for consideration for targets as well. That's right. This is good price action. 90, look, top of that range. We're currently in that TP range, right? This would be a good take profit, especially if you're sub $40, man. Like, you definitely take some out. Go buy yourself something nice. Merry Christmas, man. $82. Take some out. Celebrate. Happy New Year, right? You know, you got end of the year. You know, if you're waiting, maybe wait till 2024. And then that way, you know, you don't have to worry about your taxes until, you know, the new year. So you might want to wait, right? 2024. Then once you cash out in 2024, then you can worry about doing your taxes the next year. But there you go. We're cranking. We're cranking, baby. This is, if you can take anything from this stream, if you can take anything, I need to like have my zoom. I need to zoom in real close so I can talk to you guys. If you want to take anything from this stream, especially in trading with crypto, Forex, stocks, bonds, whatever you trade, don't fight the trend. There's no reason to fight the trend. The reason why we say, you know, we love signals and overlays. We love using that alongside price action concepts, because signals and overlays is going to give you those trend following tools. This right here is saying, don't let go, right? Don't, you know, don't sell this yet. Hold on tight, because we're going, baby. We're going. That's what you got there. Like we said, that 2 into 3, bop, bop, into 80s, easy. Why would I sell this up here, right? This is just suggesting, let's say you entered on this 2 signal, right? You got this 2, you're like, I'm getting in. We're going to have a hell of a year. Boom. 2 signal, you're in. You have TP points for a reason. Takes them off the table. Takes them off the table. Takes them off the table. Here, let's say, you know, you took majority off. You're sitting at a lower position. You wait till you get confirmed that this trend wants to continue. Get that 3 signal. and you hit the 82s, right? So now in this current state, where are we heading next, right? That's a good one to look at. That's why we dive back to the weekly chart. Same type of situation. This is the time where I'm like, okay, I might want to just, like we said already, take some off the table. Now, again, wait for the new year. Then you do your taxes next year, right? But what is he saying? Yo, what should I do? Go short or long? Yo, guy with hat, what should I do? Do I answer me? Hey, answer me, hat guy. Mickey, my goodness. Mickey, what should we do with this man?
Take him out. It's not working on my end.
No, I'm just kidding. What? Here's Tom. What should I do? I'm just kidding, man. I promise you, you don't want me to tell you to buy or sell. Right now, you don't want to do either. You want to hold on for dear life. We just went over that. We just went over that, right? Right now, you're holding strong. Trend says to hold. You ain't buying. You ain't selling. If you're in this 490s, baby, on Solana. I wouldn't buy this here, and I wouldn't sell this here unless you're well in profit, right? If you're balling below the 40s, man, you need to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'm out. Let me get some. Let me get some off that table. Now, like I said though, also Mickey, you didn't have to get them out. It's all good, man. But I appreciate it. But in this case, we're balling through this level. We said don't fight the trend, and look at us. We're not FOMOing or nothing. We're holding on strong, letting it tell us where we're supposed to go next, right? So we wait till we see that trend flip here. I'm not fully out. If I was a long holder, right? I'm not fully out now. This is for my longers out there, my hodlers out there. Here we go. What am I doing? I need my drawing tools. Boom. I'm not getting out of this until I see we start switching like this to purple. I'll show my settings here in just a second. We switch off of purple here. I think, let me make sure we're in the right. Let's go to 10. There you go. So we start switching to purple, okay? I'm not out of Solana until we switch to purple and we break that smart trail. Once we break that smart trail, it flips red like you see here. When it flips red like that, we get this little red flip like this, I'm out, right? That's with anything, especially long term. But so long as this holds green, we got green colored candles. We got a bullish move here, right? I'm in. Because look what happens. If you would have sold here, guess what you're missing out on, right? We're to just pull in our percentages. If you sold off this 2 signal and didn't wait for this to actually break, you just missed out on 60%. Right? You just missed out on 60%. Hey, you hit that subscribe button and we'll be friends. You tell everybody to get us to 100 likes. We're at 85 right now. You tell us everyone to get us to 100 likes, we can be friends. You got it. But in at $32, Michael, you're an animal. Yeah, you like Merry Christmas to you, my friend. So again, dude, Michael, if I were you, hold on tight. Maybe wait till that new year and then, take a little off the table so then you can wait a whole year to pay your taxes. But let's see here. Signals and overlay settings. Yes. I have I like to be called Mr. Default, right? Mr. Default here. But I adjust based on what the signal sensitivity tells me on the optimal, right? We have the AI signal classifier. We have all of them on and the smart trail. But that's it. Pretty easy. Pretty easy there, Hyper. So hopefully you don't hopefully that answers your question. Smart trail, AI signal classifier, and on 10 sensitivity. But in this case, guys, Solana, I'm riding strong. We're holding on tight. We have 100 in our sights. 90 is my first target, though, right? Like I explained before, the reason I like 90, if we go to that weekly chart, if I can get there, I like it because of this previous support, right? This range that we had here. Good value there. Right now is, this is the time where I'm like, okay, I need to see what's going on. But same thing with Bitcoin. We're super high, right? On the oscillator. We get that reset and we get that trend continuation. Look at this trend that's forming here. The best part about all these is the fact that the money flow is bearish down here. We haven't even hit bullish money flow yet. The bears are coming out of the market on the weekly. Meaning we might have one of the best years coming for crypto. Could be a really good year. Just saying. This money flow flip on the weekly looks real strong for Solana. So long as we get that reset. Remember, you know, we have to be realistic. It's fun to be optimistic and say, oh, 140 is coming, baby. It's coming. But it's not going to come in a week. I promise you that. So if we're being realistic, right? I need a high confirmed. Autopilot mode, you can, you know, it just depends, man. If you're trading low time frames, if you're on low time frames, autopilot, you know, it's good because you're switching through. If you're switching through a bunch of different tickers and you're going, you know, different time frames, then autopilot mode, you can use it. But again, the optimized sensitivity is told on the dashboard right here. Okay, this is the weekly chart. You think about buying some Solana. Should I wait for a dip? Yes. There's gonna be an exhaustion period. The biggest thing about trading is patience, right? No FOMO. There's no reason to FOMO. Okay, there's always gonna be a time where you can purchase it. So what I say for those of you that are new to trading specifically is like, first off, be patient. Accumulate the capital you need to buy a decent amount when the opportunity presents itself, right? So save your money, kind of wait a little bit. You know, if you're lucky, we'll get that retracement soon. But again, if this thing pops to 100 before it comes back lower, just be patient, okay? It's okay. Look what happened, right? Look at this thing go. It popped here to 48, dropped to 24, dropped 50%, right? Popped again to $258, right? Trust me, a lot of people FOMOing up here at 250 bucks. Wasn't good for them. Got liquidated pretty much. But again, look here, it came back down below 20, right? Then it popped again. Okay, so it's one of those things. Patience is key. Always going to be an opportunity, guys. If you're new to trading, FOMO is the biggest thing that's going to kill you. In this case, though, Solana, we would look for that reset, probably sub 70. If we were going to get a retracement, I'm thinking 70 bucks. If not, a little bit lower, 62. Anywhere above this high to continue this trend, right? This is a previous high. We just broke that high. I mean, you could say that's previous high too. But this one is where, you know, price action kind of established itself at a decent high. But you got it. Yes. So it's a great one. That's why, you know, we have Bonk on the Solana network. Speaking of Solana. So here you go. Bonk up. Who even knows? This thing is just a monster. Hit that 10,000%, 6,000%. On the weekly now, it is down. So we go to the daily. Here you go. Daily getting that reset, right? In my opinion, always want to retest highs before continuing. So if you want to, now guys, this is something I don't recommend just buying out of the blue. If you are already up on something like Solana, you want to cash out, have a little fun, go into Bonk. Don't over leverage yourself. Have a good time with it when it, you know, fully actually sets up on the price action front. But again, Bonk phone want to look at 10,000% on the daily there from that first initial pop. Beautiful. AVAX. Avalanche. Man, these things just don't care. They just want to keep going, baby. I love it. You got to love it when this happens. Now, why are you holding this? Well, I'm holding because BOP. Look at the money flow. Money flow way above threshold. We had a strong overflow. Overflow just came off, right? And it might pick back up here shortly. Money flow, though, is going what? Look at this direction. Where's money flow going? Can I make this 10 times bigger? Is that even possible? If I can make that bigger, I would. It's up, right? There's no retracement just yet. This thing wants to go. It wants to continue, and it is, right? Money flows. What am I doing there? Doesn't want to do that. Money flow is still super strong, right? So, in this case, this trend were to follow, come back down, hit that right below 80, and then pop again. Then I would consider, you know, okay, this might be the time, right? But again, on the current daily chart, sorry, Joe, I'll answer your question here in just a sec. But on the current daily chart, right? We're just maybe strong money flow, strong bullish flow in the market, strong green candles. There's no twos, there's no purple, right? We don't see any purple like we did on Bitcoin here. No purple. I like it. It's going, continuing. Let's see this breakout, get the 50s, right? No new positions. No new positions. Not until we show that we want to continue. Not until we show that we want to reset a bit, okay? So for now, no new positions. You're rallying hard. You should have been in earlier. Now, if you get something like this, right? Like we're getting on Bitcoin. You get something like this, consolidation into a 3 signal. You're setting up. We like that a lot. That's you can try it. That's why I'm saying on Bitcoin, guys. If there's anything that you could buy at this moment, right? That you could, it's still, you know, it is extended. It is, you know, I would have recommended getting it on this first initial trend break, which is always good. But we're hitting a trend continuation signal. If this signal closes at a 3 like this, you could buy this to go to that 47K, maybe 50K. You are late, but that is a trend continuation setup. Tom Crown does have quite a bit there, Joe, on his channel. He has a lot of real fun setup videos about LuxAlgo, how he uses them. Go check him out for sure. But we do the documentation and on the YouTube channel. Go check out our YouTube like video section. We have, hold on one sec. We're 1 like away from 100. I need 1 like from you guys. 147 of you, just 1 like away from 100. And man, we hit our goal. Bop. There we go. At 100 likes, we appreciate it. And man, love hitting that goal of the day. Look at Grover. Grover, you being the 100th like? I thought you'd be here sooner, man. You'd be here sooner. Just kidding. 106. All right, baby. Let's go. But in this case, once again, yes, Joe, have some on our YouTube channel for you to go over for the price action concept, signals and overlays. And, you know, as we continue, we'll have more for you as well. But Bitcoin, guys, this would be the only one right now that if you are late to the party, just know you're late, but you could have an opportunity to ride this breakout because it is showing us the signal we want, right? Okay. Let's hop into, I want to see coin. Look at that. Man, the stock. Coin, the stock. Coin, the stock. You guys trade stock options. Look at this thing. Man. I'm riding hard. This is what you want to see, right? Money flow. I'm just going to let you look at the chart and you tell me. We just went over this like 10 times. You tell me what you see. Okay, that's enough. Now, what do we see? Overflow. Support. Oscillator reset. Max out. We're popping. What's popping? It's like Jack Harlow. Coinbase is popping. That's for sure. $168. Kathy Wood is missing out. If you know why, that's because she just sold majority of her shares in Coin. And now we want to rub it in her face. Anyway, 200. I like it. I like the optimism there. And I do like it because look at this order block setting up here at $200. Next mark, 200, baby. Look at this weekly breakout of the oh my gosh, the weekly looks so good. Weekly smart trail breakout, gotta love it. Very nice for what we like to see. And guess what? We have, where is this sitting? Where could our target be sitting here? We had lovely support, nice impulse through that support, nice rejection of that support, treating it as this is a key level. 200 buckaroonies. Coinbase. There you go. Lines up perfectly. $200. Great target. 200 calls. Man. 200 yeah, 200 call options on that would be insane. It's a good question. Ethereum, man, it's just slow, sadly. But it is following, the price action we want to see. Ethereum's the other thing. If you get a nice trend continuation signal, a 3 we saw there, a 2, any bullish signal with a bullish candle like Bitcoin, like this right here, then that is what we want to see for a potential buy. Again, though, Ethereum, you're not as late to the party if this thing wants to hit that $2,500. But volume's just dead. Right? Volume's a little dead in Ethereum right now. Bitcoin. Wait, hold on. Let me see here. Let me pull up Coinbase Bitcoin. Here you go. You got that Coinbase Bitcoin versus Binance. But again, Ethereum. It's just a little slow. See, it's half the percent change today as well, which is interesting. But overall, it's following similar price action, so we'll see if it wants to continue, that big move there. So, coin to 400. I love that. That'd be awesome. Let's get coin up to the 400. ETH W. Let's see. Oh, I put ETH E. I'll do it to any exchange you want to look at it on, by the way. But also, yes, that it's gonna pump, hard. Definitely with the ETF watch into the new year. What's on it? Okay, I got you. Okay, so this is something that I suggest you guys probably don't ask me to analyze, because in this current price action, okay, I could, it's not that big of a deal, but there's nothing to be traded at this moment on the daily. This thing popped right with this perp swap, and it's kind of just sitting. In my opinion, if you were to trade this, obviously look at that, this is a lovely take profit point of that 3.5 there. Holding that support, I want it clean price action. I want to break out. Too much coiling going on. Right now, I'm not in near or out. If you're in a long position or something, I'm not in or out of this thing. I want to see that price action set up similar to what it had before this rally. Look at this. This is what you want to see with any type of trade setup, right? See that break of the smart trail, break of structure, bouncing off the smart trail, comes back down, 2 signal, 3 signal, right? That's exactly what I see. My mouse is not cooperating today, sorry. So you want to see this proper price action, right? For that pop, right? This state right now, I'm not in or out. Consolidation range here. Money flow just turned bearish. I'm not a huge fan of where this is at the moment. So in this case, not really worried about trading this. But if you're in it, hold it. If you're not, don't get in it. But yeah, Ethereum on the daily though, actual Ethereum. Just wait for this thing to hold this 2200 mark. Okay, can you explain the 1, 2, 3, 4 for the AI? Yes. 1, 2 weaker signals, but can indicate early trend reversals. 3 and 4 strongest signals. 3 is my personal favorite signal. 3 usually indicates that trend continuation, like we've been talking about this entire stream so far. And also the 2 kind of acts, again, these can act as TP points as well. So in this case, we had another TP on Ethereum there just recently at that high. So we're looking for that trend continuation signal before we can get through the high as well. But let's hop back over to Bitcoin. Let's look at some lower time frames here on Bitcoin. Gotta talk about what we could have had today. We have the 15 optimized sensitivity on Bitcoin. Here you go. Here you go. This is why we like the 4 signals as well. So lovely little setup here on the 15-minute that occurred today with a Chach 4 signal. Nice consolidation. Here you get this coiling. Coiling is what we like to really see here on the oscillator for a big move. We got the coiling, especially on crypto. got that coiling at this price point, and then we rallied hard, right? In this current state, right, we're looking at a 3 signal. Here you go. We're looking at this 3 signal forming. Now you can see, you know, the 3 signal kind of form here live. It's not gonna form until it's actually confirmed. So those of you that say repaint, well, here you go. Repainting not happening. Live. But possibly getting that 3 signal here if it wants to break through this high, or at least kind of retest that high. So we'll see if we can get it. But in this case, I do like using autopilot on the lower time frames, just because we usually move around a lot. So you can see here, and in my opinion, it works a little better as well. Am I on log scale? No, I don't have log enabled. The reason you see all these order blocks is because I have them all up, but I can, let's bring those back down. Did I bring that down? There it is. But we like to set order block. But here you go. Look at this. Let me break out the breaker blocks here. That was actually a trade opportunity that was missed there on the 15-minute. Give me 1 sec. Sorry, that's the wrong indicator. Let's go here. So we had a breaker there, because this is exactly what we want to see. So that breaker actually would have been forming from earlier off this level. But again, remember what we talk about, guys. This is simple price action. Bitcoin today, lovely trade opportunity there off of this trend move from this high, looking for that bounce above it or on it, right? You got it there, got the bounce, and then now you're going to retest that high. That'd been a nice little small scalp there, but we'll see here in a sec if we can get this breakout of the 44,000. But for now, this is something you're not buying or selling, right? You're waiting for that breakout, waiting for that opposing signal opportunity. Because in this case, this will let me. Let's go ahead and set an alert here as well. Hold on. Bear with me. I'll set an alert breaking this. See if we get it while we're on stream. In this case, though, look at this. Order block getting rejected. Perfect, you know, overall TP point if you were trading strictly off of order blocks, targeting them as well. You got a 4 signal consolidation, coiling, pop, extended TP1, TP2, top of that order block. Can you check Bitcoin to Ethereum dominance chart? Let's see. Is there a, do you know how to get it on I don't know if I can get it. You tell me how to type it into the ticker. We can look at it. Bitcoin. That's what I had up. I didn't see it though. Is there a specific, when you say dominance chart? Sorry, I'm not really. We can do. Why isn't it coming up that way? That's weird. Oh, BTCD. Okay, that makes sense. Aha. This is cool. Market cap dominance. There you go. I mean, this thing is 54%. BTC. That's interesting. But here you go. Similar situation. I mean, talk about pure dominance. Let me take our breaker blocks here real quick. Here's your daily dominance. We can go to let's go to 15-minute. This case, once again, breaking out of that consolidation, higher low, money flow cranking. And there you go, that volume there. Just gonna see. Because this is market cap based. I mean, this thing is overall taking majority of the volume, right? And that's pretty much like what we were saying earlier, why we're getting that lag on Ethereum. Is because the amount of, you know, volume that's being taken over into Bitcoin, which makes a lot of sense, you know. Ethereum, in my opinion, has always been, you know, a slow mover. Bitcoin's always going to be the leader, right? I mean, we saw the same thing happen with, yeah, XRP still gets a lot of volume, but it's fallen off quite a bit. With XRP and, man, what am I thinking? Litecoin. Yeah, Litecoin's a big one that fell off quite a bit. Volume's always going to come back to Bitcoin, especially end of the year, right? Especially on these bigger moves, you're going to get people buying into Bitcoin more so than Ethereum. But Ethereum, obviously based on even just that market cap dominance chart, you can see the overall volume that's being taken into Bitcoin versus Ethereum. But man, said alt season is now. I mean, I'm not a big altcoin trader, I'll tell you that. There's not really, in my opinion, any reasoning behind trading altcoins unless, you know, you want to have some fun and you buy some and get a little lucky, you know. Altcoin, similar to penny stocks, right? So if you're trading altcoins, I mean, sorry. Because I know some people are like altcoins and meme coins are different, but they, you know, they're still an alternate coin, right? But in this case, I wouldn't consider like AVAX or, you know, or Avalanche or Solana or any of that altcoins, even though they technically would be. But in this case, something like Bonk or like these meme coins, treat them like you would penny stocks, right? Don't over risk, you know, your don't over leverage yourself. Don't put a bunch of risk into it. You know, sometimes they can pay out largely, yeah, if you're in super early. Which is possible, but you know, it's not something to ever, you know, risk any money you're not willing to lose. It's like gambling. It's, you know, Bitcoin, you can properly analyze, properly get good entries and be safe compared to something like Bonk, which is, this would tear you apart if you weren't playing it right. And these price movements, insane. But that's why we like to analyze them properly and look for setups. Right? Bonk. Yes, Mickey Bonk. At about 9 minutes here, guys, we're going to switch over and do some dual charting with our main man, Mickey. Mickey, you ready for that?
Ooh, dual charting. Yeah.
Dual charting? You ready for that, man?
Yeah, I think so.
But in the meantime, if you guys want to look over anything specific, shoot it my way and we'll look at it. Sorry if I wasn't too informative on the dominance chart. No, we just do regular discussion and analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, any asset that, you know, or it can live trade. I don't look at the dominance chart as much, but I'll make sure to check into that a little more so I can come back and we can be more informed on that. ICP, all right. Oh, he was just doing that. It's funny when you do exclamation points, you definitely get. I'm used to using it for futures. Got to trade a lot of futures. But I'm assuming you probably want Binance or Bybit. Let's look at Bybit. Daily. Yeah, actually, do you want Binance or Bybit? You tell me. Probably one or the other, I'm sure. Or which one you want. You let me know. Otherwise, for now, I'll look at this. I do want to analyze what Binance. Okay. Gotcha. So, like we've been talking about this entire stream, you know, what we like to look for is what's our current trend, right? And currently, we, on the 15-minute, if you're, you know, day trading this thing, it's not really a spot to be trading it. Very choppy. Came out of a decent little uptrend, and now we're back into this kind of the depths of consolidation, right? Some evil consolidation. Daily chart, though. Daily chart, you're holding strong. I wouldn't get rid of this, not at the level it currently is, unless you took off at the highs. I wouldn't get rid of this just yet. Like we talked about already, when you see impulse like this, don't fight the trend. If you're in, you know, low enough, you're looking real pretty for this thing to potentially even break that $15, $16 mark. But for now, looking real good so far. Now, if we dive into that 15-minute time frame, if you wanted to take a trade on this, if you're thinking, okay, you know, maybe I do want to take a day trade. Right now, you're not really doing much. You're not entering this. I would want to see a breakout of $9.74 for this to potentially make a trend opportunity. You're going to want to see something like this. In my opinion, this is what I look for. Change character after a break of structure. 2 signal setup right here. Bop. That's my entry. I would have taken an entry here. It's all sides pointing to a bull run. If I could grab my entry point right here, stop loss below, swing low, target 2 to 1. Should been right here, and that would have been it. See, trend, proper trend continuation, money flow flip, extended, turning point is where I enter. Then I go for 2 to 1. That would have been my trade entry recently. In this current state, nothing. I don't like it right now based on this consolidation. So for now, if you're looking at a smaller time frame, wait for that breakout of like the 1974, these highs here. Get that breakout, then you look for setup. Breakout, then setup. Breakout, then setup. That's what you're looking for. ICP. On the daily though, like we just said, let's look at 4 hour real quick. 4 hour time frame. I do like the current price action. It is holding nicely. If it holds though, this value after this move here, let's see, at $9, I would say 9 holds 9. You could get that, that reset up through the high there. Go retest that high. One thing I don't like is the money flow that did just flip and it's breaking that threshold. So we'll see how strong it sits here. If it breaks 9, I'm out, right? Breaks 9, I would be out of this for now. If you're just, holding along for the ride, then I think you're good. So I would say, below 9, or if you want to even hold out through the bottom of that smart trail, and you're good. But for now, that short-term time frame, we said 975. You want to see the breakout first, then setup. Breakout, then setup. Look for a trend setup. That's ideally what you want to watch for. Let's go take a look at our Bitcoin here on the 4 hour. Looking real nice with a higher low. This is, there you go. Look at what happened here as well on Bitcoin. Look at this downtrend confirmation. 1, 2, 3. It broke out here, and then look, found support right on that trend line. Another great, trend following analysis there. That was very simple. Bounced off that trend line, then it rallied, right? Something you do want to look for. Money flow is still conflicting here on the 4 hour, but again, with Bitcoin, my overall analysis usually is always going to be on the daily. I'm trading daily all day long. So really like it. Really like it. What does the width of the smart trail band mean or show? The width usually stays roughly the same. I wouldn't really worry about it. Overall, the whole smart trail is based on volatility, right? If the smart trail is flattening out, that means that volatility is slowing down, right? So it is slowing down here. It's slowed down there. And then watch, if this thing fully breaks out, it's going to tip back up. So for now, it's still, still in this period where it's waiting for that breakout. So that's why we say if it ever dives off sideways like this, if it ever goes off sideways, then you're sitting in, more likely consolidation. But you want to watch to see which, kind of the angle it's forming. It's following that volatility. So we got about 3 minutes here. Then we're gonna dive into some multi-charting with Mickey. Let's take a look at gold. Let's take a look at gold here in just a sec. Silence call there. But let's hop over. Haven't looked at gold yet today. These Bitcoin charts are just so appealing. Let's go down to the gold exchange. Daily. Gold down today just a tiny bit, not much. But had that spike, remember, through the $2K $2,100 mark. And now it's coming off of it. Right, have the higher low here. And then guess what? Holding support over that current break structure. We got that 3 continuation signal. Got the money flow flip, right? Turned over here. Really like gold right now on the daily. Like gold for a possibly end of the year rally. Let's see what we're looking at on the 4 hour. Gold right now. Look at this structure change, right? Structure change on gold. We have this downtrend flip, and now we're showing nice, consolidation and showing nice support. This current stage, right? I want to see a nice, green signal come in. I want to see some type of green candle. Sorry, not signal. Green candle come in. Similar to this. This had our initial setup before with a 2 signal, change of character after break of structure. Break of structure, bounce off of this high low with the turning point on the oscillator. That was ideal setup for a trend move, and we got it on the 4 hour there. For now, the only thing I don't also like is that this oscillator is falling off, or sorry, the smart trail is falling off there a bit. So long as we get some volume in on this, hopefully by the end of the year, we can see, I think, a retest of at least this swing high, not the all-time high, but at least this swing high of 2088. You said, what type of indicators are you using right now, or that's in your opinion? These this is the LuxAlgo Premium Suite. Obviously, our 3 best indicators. I got the oscillator matrix, price action concepts, and signals and overlays. What you're seeing here with the AI signals we got here. And you can check it out, link it in the description. We got a holiday sale going on right now as well. Also, for those of you guys that are, part of the backtesting, we just released backtesting 2.0, added a bunch of new features you guys have been waiting on. So we played that, obviously, that promo earlier. So go check that out. If you haven't refreshed your chart, make sure you're updated on that. Let's go look at Solana. Again, man, this is awesome. We're going to freaking love this 82 break. 82.32. Actually, the clock just popped up. It says Q&A, but we're hopping over to do some charting with Mickey. Mickey, are you there?
Oh, I'm here.
Mickey, come in, Mickey. Let's hop over to multi-charting with Mickey. There he is.
What's going on? What's up? yeah, I'm popping in and out.
What is
here.
up, Mickey? How you doing?
Jeez, man. I got some glare on my head. Hold on.
Got some glare.
Hold on, let me fix up my hair.
He's looking good. He's looking good.
There you go.
So, Mickey, your chart is currently up, and what have you been looking at while we've been on stream here?
I've been looking at Bitcoin here.
He's got his candy cane colors.
I know, yeah, it's Christmas holiday season here. But yeah, what I'm looking at is there's a play happening actually right now. I love to play the reaction of these order blocks, right? So let me zoom in a little bit right here. Right here, we have some overlapped overblocks right here, right? I love to see the reaction, right? The reaction. Yeah. We have one setting up right now as we speak, right? Right there. Once price is near or piercing an order block, I love to go down to a lower time frame and scalp this sucker, right? Off the rejection, right? So that is Bitcoin right now,
Yes.
Yeah, as an example, I mean, we can compare a lower time frame chart with your signals and overlays. I'm pretty sure it tells the same story, all right? So here is the rejection, right? Here's the circle, right? There is the rejection right here.
What is that? What time frame? Order block? Daily?
The colored order blocks on this chart is the 4-hour order blocks.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was just double checking. Okay, cool.
Yeah, which is
yeah, we are, yeah. Man, the only thing that's interesting about it is the 2 massive wicks we have at that level. I'm hoping.
I know, right?
We're all hoping we break through that, but we'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, if we go back to the 4-hour, here is the 4-hour order block right here, and if we zoom out a little bit, this is a very tough level to break, right? Take a look at that, right? So
yes.
As of right now, I'm only shorting these levels until I see a structure change to the upside. If price action, if the current price action busts up, right, from here, I'm looking for a market structure play, right? Hopefully we get a huge pump that induces a fair value gap, which a fair value gaps will fall in line of this level. Guess what? I'm going long. I'm going long,
and I want to hear that long side, Mickey.
I'm going long, and I may give you a call in the middle of the night and just say, "Hey, bring up your charts. Let's go."
Let's
right?
go. Yeah, guys, Mickey, big structure trader, right? So he likes to trade that market structure, use price action concepts indicator. So he's not wrong at this level. Great TP point, great possible setup for a short, right? We've rejected it several times. So it's like, it's not a bad risk to reward, because if you're shorting here, you're shorting at the high. Where do you want to be shorting? Usually at a high, right? So in this case, it's very possible. But for me, obviously, on the daily, I like to follow the trend, be in for very long term. I'm looking, I'm holding. Like we said earlier, I'm not in long, I'm not in short, I'm just holding. But Mickey,
this is what I'm looking for, right? And if this happens right here, I'm calling you up in the middle of the night.
Okay.
We got some room. We got some room.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Right? What targets are we seeing right here? Take a look at this juicy target right here. Jeez. I want that. I want that. My Ledger account will be so happy, right? But yeah, this works on the order blocks, the price action concepts, right? Order blocks, breaker blocks. It's a simple concept theory. It's my favorite one. I don't add too much stuff on top of it. But if we take a look at another symbol, let's go down to ETH right here, right? Same story. Let's take a look if we have any setups currently right now. Right now, there you go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, right? Price is reacting as we speak right now. I missed the trade, right? Hits the order block. I'm looking for a rejection, right? So as of right now, I would say maybe a half hour ago or something like that, I would have been looking for a short. I'd be looking for a market structure change to the downside and scalping this, right? Where's my target? Right here. That's my target. It's not to say that it won't hit it. It may not. We don't know. So it may be short-lived. How can I tell if it's short-lived? When we have a market structure that changes to the upside, I'm out, right? Oh, yeah. Let's flip to, let's see. Let's go down to, let's go to Litecoin. I bet you never heard of that in a long time, huh?
I haven't even looked at Litecoin. We should have looked at Litecoin earlier.
All right. Take a look at this. Take a look at this.
Volume these days.
I know, right? Here, there is no play right now for me right now, but there was multiple plays here, right? We have this play off an existing order block. We have this play off of an existing order block. Okay.
We need you to mute your Discord notifications.
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna switch over to my chart real quick while you're doing that. Because they were popping off there for a second. But man, I just jumped over some random-ish here. But let's see. Okay, so 5 minute actually on Bitcoin is rejecting a bit. Let's see here on the 15 minute, same thing. Maybe double top, but again, we talked about the daily. We really like it. Hopefully we get this 3 signal to close like this. Wait, I just saw. Hold up. I was looking at something.
What are you looking at?
I saw something really sweet, and I don't even remember what I was looking at. But hey, Mickey, he said it's Magician. Do you know Magician?
Yeah.
But here, I'll let you take that back over. I'm gonna try to find what I was just looking at. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry about that. I wanted to make sure you got that muted.
But where was I? Oh yeah. Litecoin. Right now, if I was trading Litecoin, this is what I'm waiting for, right?
What's up, Dragon?
Pretty much right here. I'm looking for that play, right? Order block formed right over here. I'm looking for a retest of this order block, right? If this order block gets mitigated, right? Well, we got ourselves a breaker block. Then I want to see this. I want to see that, right? 2 plays, 2 paths I'm looking for, right? So that's Litecoin. Nothing right now for me on Litecoin, okay? Let's head down the list here. I got my whole watch list right here, all right? We go to Elon Musk, Doge.
Mr. Doge.
Right?
Oh, we didn't look at Doge either.
I know, right? Here we go.
He's bringing up the classics.
There you go. Doge, we have some nice plays in the past, right? Take a look at this off of that 4 order block, right?
Bro.
We got another one, right? A beauty right here. Nice scalp, right? Now, nothing going on right now. This is what I'm waiting for. Waiting for this play, right? That's the play I'm waiting for. And if that play doesn't work out, I'm looking for this one.
So
right?
wait, like 9.6 there, roughly, like in between 9.6 and what is that, or the high and low of that?
Which one? Here?
Yeah, the price point you're looking for.
I'm looking for there to take a short.
Yeah, what is that price?
95.7.
95.7. Okay, cool.
Yeah, take a short. So that's Doge right there. Nothing on Doge as of now. Okay. XRP. Did you talk about XRP?
We talked a bit about it, but
All right.
we didn't. I don't know if we went over it before.
Let's see what we got on XRP. Well, here's where I sit on my hands on XRP, even though that there's a possible play coming, right? Right here. Here is the play that I was looking for, right? It's not materializing yet, okay? If price comes down, rejects off of this order block before it mitigates it, would I enter in a trade? Probably not, because the reward does not justify the risk, right? The reward is my TP. Where is my TP? The TP is this order block right here. This gap is way too small. The reward is not worth the risk. What I would love to do is this. That reward is worth the risk on XRP. Okay, so that's XRP right now. Let's see. You spoke about Sol. Let's go ahead and take
Solana
a look.
for
Yeah,
sure.
Solana. Yeah.
Solana's had a heck of an end of the year here.
There you
I
go.
love it.
Solana. Here we go. Probably later today or tomorrow, I'd be stalking this. Right? Nothing right now, but that's what I'm looking at right now. Say, I'm only looking
that
at
price point up there.
up here.
85?
Let's see. We're looking at 84, 85, 84 and a half. All right. You want to fade this right now?
Like that. What was that?
Let's put a limit and just fade this right here.
Fade it right
Yeah.
at 85. Man, if it gets up there, we might see quite a move. That would be
Well, let's zoom out. Let's see.
that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's insane. But that's the level. Okay. Well, that's crypto. Those are the crypto pairs that I watch on my watch list, right? Let's take a look. I don't know, Forex. I love Forex, right? Let's take a look at Euro. See what Euro tells me. Okay. Beautiful. Hey, Jacob, we can't make this stuff up, right? I mean,
You're not wrong.
look at this. We got how many multiple plays going to the upside off of this order block, right? We just recently have this. Okay. We got this off the breaker. All right. As of right now, nothing's going on. I want to see this. Okay. I want to see that or a bearish move. Those are the plays on Euro USD as of right now. So nothing on Euro for me right now.
Okay.
All right?
Actually, real quick, guys. Man, we should have been pulling these screeners up a minute ago. I was
What
just
do you
looking
got?
through some crypto pairs on Binance. What's running today? And man, Stacks up 30%. I don't know if any of you are trading this on Binance, but 36 cents on the day. And this is, an ideal setup that was completely looked over. It was missed. But like we talked about earlier, that 3 continuation signal set up off the smart trail with that money flow flip and the oscillator turning here. So you would have had 2-to-1 move off this current state of Stacks right now inside daily order block. We got one up all the way to 178. I mean, this thing, strong volume coming through. Biggest mover on Binance today, Stacks, 31%. Near as well, up 21%. For those of you trading any of this, we have this upper order block. We'd also be targeting strong money flow, very strong money flow actually. So in this state, $33.30 would be that next target on the daily. But man, what a move so far on both of those. But Mickey, you're about to go over gold or something?
Oh no, but I will.
Let's go over gold actually. Yeah,
gold?
I know a lot of people come here for gold as well.
Let's see what we got on gold. Well,
I'm gonna look at it actually too.
I know, right? Gold is kind of tough for me right now because it made that super huge pump, right? This nice, beautiful wick. How do I trade this? I don't know, but the play was right here. That was the play. Right now, it's sitting in la land for me, right? So this would be the perfect opportunity to bring my signals and overlays chart. I'd be like calling the bullpen. Hey, Jacob, you're up, right? Yes, so what I could do is bring it down to time frame. Let's go down to the 1 hour. What do we have on the 1 hour? Here's the 1 hour. If I'm forced to find a trade, here you go. Here's my order blocks, right? It works on all time frames. There you go. There's that rejection off the 1 hour, right? There's another rejection, right? How many tries do we have here in trading and getting a big one? There's a nice move, right? So as of right now, on the 1 hour chart, this is what I'm looking for. And it's playing out right now as we speak. That's what's going on right now. So I'm on a 1 hour. I would probably go down to a 15-minute, to scalp this to the bearish side, or maybe down to the 5-minute, right? Why bearish? All signs, right? Here we go. Trend line. Lower highs, okay? I would love to take a short on gold right now. So that's gold, right?
Actually, real quick, guys, I should have mentioned this earlier. We just broke all-time highs on the ES.
On ES?
Nasdaq broke yesterday all-time highs. Someone just mentioned Nasdaq. I was like, we haven't looked at it today yet, but all-time highs on SP 500 and the Nasdaq. So congrats to everybody. Like, man, what a move. And this is why, we suggest big market structure. Proper price action is everything, especially on higher time frames. This is your weekly, right? So for like ES, this is just an overall example on when you're looking at your current analysis, what you want to look for. So first off, if we were to just identify a Fibonacci, right, off the low, I mean, we hit the golden pocket, but what's even better about this is where did we bounce? Like if we were to go back in time here, you'll see a breaker block in which if we went back on live streams, we have talked about this in October, and this was a level in which we were strongly watching holding the 4,200 price on the ES if we wanted to continue and possibly break out, have that end of the year run. I wish I could pull up a clip and talk to you guys about it, but it's not some serious analysis. It's very simple price action. You look at places in which price has rejected, has shown sellers, and if price rallies through that, creates something like a breaker block like we had here. This is a breaker block, comes back, retests it. Notice what happened off of that level, and I forgot on the whatever here. We completely came down and bounced nearly right off that level. Now, if we were to line that up with the Fibonacci as well, beautiful higher low for that trend continuation. Now, we talk about with that 3 signal being that trend continuation signal, but with that money flow, this is similar to what we're seeing on Bitcoin, like we talked about. We really want to see, that continuation and breakout. So if we take that into account and talk about Bitcoin, it's something where this right here, this previous lower high, is going to come into consideration once we break through it. If we break through that on the weekly and we retrace to that point, we're probably aggressively going to be looking long especially going into the halving this year, aggressively going along off of that, 47K level, so long as we break it, just like we saw on ES here, right? We broke through that order block that was sitting here. We retested it, finally showed bullish movement off of it, and then there you go. You could have taken a long off of this point, especially with this turning point, and we just broke to all-time highs. So really, really nice breaker block setup. But again, it's just simple price action, something we talk about on every stream. Noticing, the levels at which price set, a proper structure point, higher high, higher low. And Mickey, that's a good thing to transfer into, to show them how you can even get that on your chart if you don't even know what a higher high or higher low is. So show them how you add that to your chart as well.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I got my chart right now on cable, GBP USD, and for those that if you have price action concepts, right? You go into the settings, right? You go into style, you enable the highs and lows, right?
So that being said, if you guys, want to look for, points in which you might take into consideration on top of order blocks, because not every point, not every higher high, not every lower low is going to have an order block, but it's still levels in which to consider, like you see right there on cable or however you say it, with that recent higher low and the way it bounced, and it wasn't even at the breaker block. So it's trying to bounce at that current spot.
Yeah. Here's a higher high, here's a lower high, right? So, and we have this order block right here, right? So once this lower high prints, we have a market structure change to the downside, right? A rejection off this order block level, right? So right now we are looking for a short, right? That's how you use market structure in confluence with key levels, okay? Now, if price breaks below this, right? Let me draw this line right here, right? We're going lower, right? That's my guess. We are going lower. So what am I looking at if that happens, right? This is what I'm looking at. I would love to see this. Okay. So when you use a few concepts and features of market structure, right, along with visuals, it can be that simple, right, Jacob?
It can be. Yep.
Yeah. Very good.
I mean, that's how price moves in a certain way. You just obey what it tells you, and you'll do very well.
Good. What other symbols that we need to go over that we haven't touched?
Have you looked at Avalanche yet?
Avalanche.
AVX?
I don't think I have that.
AVAX.
Avalanche.
USD. So put it on for Binance or
AVX.
No, AVAX USD.
Okay, which one we got? Which one? This one right here? You want
Binance
this
or Coinbase, either one. Yeah. Good gosh.
Look at that. Just by eyeballing this, we have market structure to the upside in general, right? We have all these higher lows with higher highs, right? We got a little hiccup here, right? Lower high, but guess what? It didn't break this higher low. Now we're still continuing to the upside, okay? So that's how you read market structure, all right? What do you see on your end?
We talked about that too. I mean, we were watching the overflow on the daily.
Oh, you got a turning point now.
Yes, we had a bearish turning point at the high there, but the overflow is still strong. So, I mean, in my opinion, I'm personally still holding this, so long as that money flow stays as strong as it is. I mean, this is nothing but pushing up right now. So, this man, AP5 asking, in our opinion, do we use LuxAlgo versus linear? I mean, it's honestly preference. You can use whatever you want. The price action remains the same if you're using log or linear. So it's really whatever you want and your preference. I don't know about you, Mickey, but like the A and the L button on the side there. logging
Oh,
around.
I
for
really, yeah.
Lumiere.
It's
It just I mean, if you're trading some crazy thing like that's moving really aggressively, you might want to put on, you know, the log scale or whatever, but I wouldn't really worry about it. What else we have moving today in the Binance market besides stocks? We have TIA, and this is fresh in Binance, honestly. But the price action's super clean here. That'll be an interesting one to be watching for those of you that trade just certain things on here. But
TIA.
yeah, I'm just looking at the scanner here to see what's actually moving today. But let's see here. Bitcoin's still doing the same thing. We're still stuck in that 3 signal, which is really good. Ethereum also trying to hold up. That Solana is inside that daily breaker block. I didn't have that up before, but again, this was a price point we talked about where we had a huge impulse through this level. So coming back at this level, you know, will we, you know, consider this resistance or break on through it? So we're going to be waiting on to see if that's going to continue or not. We had that reset on the oscillator, which is nice recently for this uptrend move, and now we're resetting a bit as well. But for now, Solana's like, you hold this. I would hold big time. But going back, you know, to Bitcoin a little bit later in the stream, obviously, so we'll do one more quick move on this. This is exactly what we want to see. We talked about earlier on the daily here. If you are late to the party, know that you're late, but this is a potential entry opportunity for that trend continuation breakout. Now, 47K was our next target due to the weekly order block, right? This weekly order block sitting up there right at 47K, dead center. Previous lower high. Now, in this case, we have stronger sellers at that level in the past, which means if we retest it now, sellers might not be as active at that level. So we're looking for buyers to take that level out at 47K. If that is the case, if we get that 47K breakout, we're going to be looking for a retracement and holding that price point for then to get that 50, 60K move. So if that is the case, we'll get that first before we get a nice reset on the oscillator matrix, which is exactly what we want to look for our next potential setup. But for now, let's see if we can hit 47K as we kind of wait on that.
Come on, push.
You know, we'll see there. Ethereum, though, we talked about how it's lagging quite a bit. We're bouncing off a current previous previous high in this current market structure on the weekly. But we're also rejecting a previous resistance / breaker block. So it's another one of those things where this level here, as you can see, there was a bunch of sellers sitting there, which is okay because that means, you know, if we potentially get, you know, up through this again, we might get a more impulse of buyers. But it's super laggy. Hasn't really done, you know, what we've wanted it to compared to Bitcoin. But, you know, there's always a sense that this is going to follow suit regardless of what happens. So we'll see if it wants to hold this $2,100 value on Ethereum and continue from there. But, yeah, overall, man, regardless, every market's been so good this end of the year, which is what we like to see. So hats off to those of you that are continuing to hold alongside with us. We really like to see how this new year starts. So we're excited, that's for sure. But I don't know, Mickey, what are you looking at now? What you got over there? Same thing?
No. What do you think about the futures for crypto? Futures? With crypto.
What is the value? What is that right now? What's the value difference? It's 43,893 here.
On the futures, I have at 44.
Yeah, so those of you that are in the U.S. market, by the way, want to trade futures. If you can trade futures, honestly, I'd recommend trading it. Bitcoin futures holding is good. The problem is the margin to hold is very, very large.
No kidding, right?
Which is kind of lame. Pretty much, you know, this is for if you have a big wallet. So I would swap into this if you have a big wallet for sure. You're going to get a better benefit on trading this than you would on the crypto side. But in this case, hopefully in the new year we get that ETF. That would be so nice. Get the ETF in the new year. And then if that's the case, then everybody's going to be happy at that point. Bitcoin will fly at that point, and we'll all be able to have an ETF versus a just trading the crypto side of things.
I'm holding you to it. I'm holding you to it.
Hopefully that's something we can get. We'll see if we do.
I know, right?
But I was gonna see here.
Nasdaq falling. Yeah, a little bit. What else?
Nasdaq. There's not much falling going on in Nasdaq unless you're talking about the lower time frame.
Yeah,
which he is. And there you go. It's a little bit of price, retracement. Did we get? Today was Wednesday. No, we already had the bond auction come out at 1 Eastern today. So not really anything else that would drive this other than, we've been up like very aggressively the past few days and week. So in this case, we'll see, coming into the end of the year, right? People might close out some positions. They might hold through the new year. Just depends. But for now,
what do they say? Go away in December, come back in May, or something like that. I don't know.
Something like that. But great month, man. Great month so far.
What about stocks? What are you looking at? What are you looking at stocks? What are you thinking?
Stocks, man. Nothing.
Tesla, Amazon, Apple. Anything? Anything you're in?
There was. I'm in a majority of those.
Must be nice. All right.
Yeah, like Amazon. We were barking at Amazon below $80. Like that was
Amazon
the easiest buy of the year. Sorry, not below 80, below 100. That's my bad. Easiest buy of the year was Amazon below $100. Which if you didn't, I'm sorry. But it got into 80. It got into the 80s, and it's like, why wouldn't you buy it there? And now it's riding $153. So like looking really good.
Nvidia's got some nice price action off of these order blocks. Nice.
Oh yeah.
But it's tough, I mean, it's always easy in hindsight, right? So you gotta stick with it. Concentrate on a few symbols.
Pull up Coinbase. See what you think about Coinbase. This thing is just ride or die right now for sure.
What's your symbol you're looking at?
Coin? Yeah. No, just there you go. That's the Coinbase stock.
This one right here? There you go.
Yeah. Yes.
But daily, that's the daily. Dang. Look at these higher lows. There's no question this thing's going up.
Oh yeah. It's just lost Mickey there for a second for some reason. I wonder why he disconnected. But back to me, I guess, for now. Mickey, I lost you, buddy. Hold on. Are you there? Hold on one sec. We're trying out the new Streamlabs where he can just hop in himself, but I think it's a little buggy sometimes. Give me one sec. Are you there?
I'm here.
We lost you for a sec.
I don't know. You missed me?
Yeah, I did. Where'd he go? But welcome back. We appreciate you being here once again.
Coinbase 196.
Coinbase 200, baby. That's what we were looking for.
That's
you had 196?
No, that's the target of my next level. That's
right below that. Yeah, I see that order block. I had that up as well on the daily.
That's it.
190. Man, what a move that was.
I know, right? How do we hop on this train? I wouldn't hop on it right now. I would wait for a higher high to print. I want a higher low to print, right? This is the play right here. I want this.
I still can't believe that like earlier this year, it was in the 50s.
I want that market structure play right here. See? That's it.
Beautiful.
I know, right? I'm calling you in the middle of the night for this one too.
Oh yeah, this one in. I'd love to hear it.
All right. What else are you looking at?
I got it actually for those of you. Let me see. What did I get an alert on?
See, everyone, if you keep it simple, right, and just use a few features with price action concepts, market structure, and then if you learn how to draw these simple structures or these paths, it really is this simple, you know.
It is.
It'll give you confidence in taking these plays.
The biggest thing you can learn, especially getting into it, if like you're new, is if you're overcomplicating it, or if you feel like you're overcomplicating it, you probably are. So just, make sure when you go into it, you're not, not overanalyzing. Because if you're overanalyzing, you're gonna end up just getting in your own head. You're having too many things go against you. And you're either never going to enter, or you're going to enter too much, and you're going to be going, in a deep, dark hole versus going against what you're actually looking for. I don't know why we keep losing him. There he is again. Weird. Keeps timing out. But, that's something you just want to make sure. You keep timing out there, Mickey. You might want to get you another monitor and put you on, what's it called? Like, make sure you have that web browser open the whole time.
It's all.
But it's all good. For now, since we're this is why we said in the new year we're getting to that point where we do that stream twice a week, but we're still figuring out our bugs on this end for our new stream style here. For now, I was looking at the gold future, something that I've been paying attention to a lot recently.
Gold futures.
Well, just futures in general. We've been trading a lot. My recent overall strategy setup. This is something that we're still doing the smart trail and the Neo cloud for sure. But for now, structure is a big thing that we always see play out pretty nicely. So when you're looking for nice trends to form, guys, when you're looking for proper structure change, wait until it's properly changed, right? You don't like something like this here, getting consolidation into, we had a nice little uptrend here, but getting consolidation here, you kind of have this break of structure, down move, right? But then you broke back up, right? This little break up here is not that big of a confirmation break. If you want real structure movements, real possible trend reversals, you want to see clean candles, right? Clean moves. So like if we were to go look on an example like with Bitcoin, like the volume surely on this is absolutely incredible. You can't get any better than this. But like I'm gonna bring up the so like for a 5-minute trade, let's say today, what you're really looking for is exactly what we're seeing here, right? For this structure change, a very clean structure break, right? You have this change of character form. Now, with that change of character form, usually after that, you want to see a proper, setup after something that clean. Notice with this, it wasn't just inching into that change of character. It actually broke it very aggressively. Came down, took out this low, came up, rejected the exact same high, and now we're coming back off of that. So in this case, this is where I would look for a setup here shortly for a short opportunity on a lower time frame. And this is the 5-minute for, Bitcoin at this moment. But being patient is the biggest thing you can really do when looking for your trend, your actual trade setup. So if I were, to bring in like, sales and overlays as well, we look for the trends, right? In this case, I'm not trading either direction here. I got conflicting ideas occurring on Bitcoin 5-minute. So I'm not going short nor long. This is for specifically trend setup, right? But if I'm looking for just a price action setup here, something that's going to be more than likely a short move, right now I'm going to look for a short off of this proper structure change here. So if we get a continued rejection, which is normally what we like to look for, is a 1 or 2 candle retracement and then completely eliminating that candle setup. When you get those 1-2 candle retracements, usually the price action is solid, right? So here you go. Example this morning. I got an impulse, right? That was a horrible candle, horrible line draw there. Got an impulse here. You got 2 red candles and then a third green candle. Boom. You take entry off there, short stop below the low. You go for that breakout move. What am I doing? Okay. That's the proper market structure we want to see for taking scalp trades, something like that. So you want to see something where it's like, a proper retracement, bounce, or, opposite signal or opposite candle, and then continuation from there. Something you always want to see with specifically scalping, for those of you that are getting into the trading world and are kind of exploring what's going to work. But usually that's what you look for at a lower time frame. A lot of the times, when you're looking for real trends, you want to up it 15-minute, 1 hour, something where you can really sink your teeth into when it comes to actually getting real strong trend moves. In this case, the 1 hour and the daily and the 4 hour are going to be your biggest helpers there on getting the right entries on trends, and also using like a trend following tool like signals and overlays that you see here with the signals versus something that's more price action. In this case, when I'm on a daily time frame, I'm looking at signals and overlays, oscillator matrix. They're both strong with trend following tools. I'm using price action concepts for those targeting points, right? Those are going to be my order blocks that I target. In this case, 50K up here, we got an order block. We have the weekly order block sitting at 47K. Using those as targets. When it comes to trends, though, on a long term, I'm only going to be using price action concepts, or only going to be using signals and overlays and oscillator matrix, because that's telling me kind of what the trend is, right? So 15-minute entry, 15-minute time frame for trends. Yeah, I mean, you can use it. You can definitely use it for smaller trends. But a lot of times for day trading, you're going to get way better probable setups, way better opportunities watching price action, right? Watching market structure rather than trends. Because a lot of the times, trends on a 15-minute time frame and stuff, they're going to happen, but they might be little ones like this, or you might get lucky on these big setups here. But in this case, I'm identifying a better setup via price action than trend here, because the candle is a little more all over the place, right? So in this case, I saw that we had this change of character come down off of this. We had consolidation. We swept this low here off an order block, right? They got a change of character, and then guess what? Look where this bounced, by the way. It bounced off of that previous high. So with a change of character, bounces above that change of character. Good price action for this move. Now, that's all I would look for. Now, like I said, if you're a long-term holder trading Bitcoin, you're on that, you're on your daily time frame. I'm gonna probably more than likely just look at signals and overlays and the oscillator matrix. I'm looking at coiling, consolidation, and then my first initial volume spike was somewhere around here, and then getting that move, I'm holding. Right? I'm not worried much about where to get out or whatever. I'm just gonna hold so long as it tells me to hold. But that's pretty much kind of what you want to look for, or what I look for personally. Obviously, everybody else is different, right? Everybody has their style of trading and style of different ways of trading when it comes to day trading versus long-term trading versus swing trading. Whatever it may be, you're gonna have different styles when it comes to that type of trading. But if I'm looking at lower time frames, I'm focused on market structure, seeing if market structure will obey properly. If it doesn't, then I'm not trading it, right? So like I said there, with Bitcoin on the 5-minute, really want to just in my opinion, I'm looking at price action concepts, proper market structure. In this case, I really honestly would have wanted today with this change of character, very nice change of character, I would have wanted to see a reject at or below that change of character for an entry, for a nice scalp, right? But in this case, I'm not in it, right? I'm not in it right now. But here you go, change character here, change character again. If it rejects off this order block here, I'm in, right? I'd be taking this here. Normally, all I would want to see is a 1-2 candle. Give me 2 candles on retracement, and then take the trade, right? So in this case, that was Bitcoin on, I think that was Binance. Yeah, so here's Bitcoin on Coinbase here. And in this case, the pricing is a little better, a lot better volume on this exchange. So you're going to get a lot cleaner market structure. But sometimes I dive that market structure down to like a 2 so I can really see what's happening here. You can see we had a current, right, change character. So right now, I'm looking for that 2 candle setup reject off of a recent swing point. So something like this, high or low, right? And again, like Mickey said, if I want to see those significant swing points, I can just go in here to style and check this off. So that high or low there, I'm going to mark that. I'm going to mark that there. Mark this one here, right? In this case, I'm looking more than likely for a small retracement and a reject. If you want to even play it even more, you could look for a retracement on the obviously you're going to see the same thing on the oscillator matrix. And if it comes back here, you want to see that turning point for entry. Turning point might be a little late to the party though. So seeing if that hits and then targeting the recent, swing point, like a higher low down there is what you would look for. So
yeah, I like that short play right there, breaking that higher low right there.
That would be awesome. Like that. That'd be an awesome little lower time frame. Now that's what I look for on a lower time frame. But again, you are better off. I promise you. Everybody's better off on a higher time frame. You have a way higher chance of being successfully or being profitable on trading higher time frames than you do lower time frames, because higher time frames set up more properly and they're more designed for you to allow yourself an entry point in which it makes more sense than on a time frame like a 5 minute where it's like, oh, this seems way overvalued up here. But again, at any point on this lower time frame, this thing can just skyrocket through that high, right? But if I'm taking my risk on a high time frame like this, I know that there's a lot more room, let's see in this case, to the upside. So it might not be a good short on a lower time frame. So it's just one of those things where when you do the top down analysis, always better off than going about worrying about getting a real ideal entry on the lower time frame when it could be saying the opposite on a higher time frame. So always look at those higher time frames. Okay, it's a big thing to look for. In this state right now, man, I didn't even realize that daily was in a breaker block. This thing just wants to go. I mean, like 47K.
Let's go.
Easily.
Come on.
We notice on Bitcoin bouncing off of this breaker block with a bull flag, right? Close to a bull flag, had a higher low already. But we'll see if we can get that continuation here going into the end of this week. So we'll see. We shall see. Everything looks real strong for Bitcoin to rally from here. But
knock on wood.
Mickey, we got about 10 minutes here. Anything you want to touch on, or we can call the stream off early at some here?
No, I was actually looking at your gold futures when you mentioned it, and just pulled it up, and I was just like, damn, why wasn't I watching this all this time? Take a look at these rejections, right?
Yep.
Look at I don't know who made this up. I didn't, right? I mean, look at this.
Right? 4 hours super clean there.
That's just nuts. All right. I mean, whether you don't believe in the concept, whether you don't believe in whatever YouTube influencer, just plot these for yourselves. Convince yourself, right?
Yeah.
Look at this is a major level here. How many times? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times, right, at this level. So we're looking at this, all right? That's the play, right? Looking for another rejection, right?
All right, yeah.
That's pretty much it,
What price point are you looking at for a rejection on gold?
We are looking at about 2050.
Okay.
That's a nice round number, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But if that doesn't hold, we got this thing going on.
Yeah, I'm about to say the amount of times it's rejected this level is insane.
You know, I mean,
it's like, come on, let's
how
break it.
how many times are you gonna poke at a napkin and it's gonna break, right?
Yeah, there you go. That's a good analogy. That needs to be a T-shirt.
All right.
How many times can you poke at a napkin? It's a good example.
There you go.
Great example. It's gonna pop. Gold to 3K, right?
That'd be nice. I'd sell all my necklaces and bracelets.
Gold to good gosh.
What else are we looking
gold
at?
Chains, man. All your gold chains.
All right. Yeah, me and gold chains. Can you see that?
That'd be awesome.
Silver? No? What do you think about silver? No? Yeah? No?
Looked at silver. Guys, remember, this is low volume week next week. You got Christmas on Monday. Crypto, Christmas and crypto can kind of go hand in hand. Sometimes we'll see some decent volume, but I don't know. Going into next week, a lot of volume is going to be a lot lower. So just, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy Christmas. Don't worry about, what's happening with Bonk. Like, it's just, enjoy time with your family. Don't worry about looking at the charts. I know you want to constantly be updated on things, but again, it's going to be there. It's going to be pretty much more than likely. So long as we hold these values, we're going to see a decent, hold on. Sorry, I'm looking at.
What are you looking at?
Wow. Okay, so ES. SPY's selling off very aggressively right now.
S&P?
You got any updates on that? Can you go look and see?
Yeah, let's see.
We got the Dow and the Nasdaq. Sorry, I don't have my news feed up right now, guys. So we're gonna check into this. Mickey's gonna look here. We're down 1% on the Nasdaq and the ES. This looks more news driven than it being overvalued at the moment.
Interesting. I don't see anything on my wire here. Newsfeed wire. Huh.
Give me 1 sec. Let's see kind of what's going on here. I can possibly look this up. 1 sec.
Interesting.
But wow, currently down, 1% now on the ES. Nasdaq down 1.25%. Yeah, we might see. I mean, Bitcoin still looked okay compared to what we had going on. Yeah, this isn't bad. Bitcoin's fine right now compared to what we're seeing on ES. We're gonna let's pull up both these charts together. Let me get Bitcoin up here. See how we're doing. Bring ES over here. Let me look if there's anything worth some White House updates.
This is odd.
Yeah, it's an interesting. It could be, it's time to take profit. Here's the thing, guys. We hit all-time highs today on ES and the Nasdaq. We did yesterday. 1 hour ago, rates to remain at 4% sometime before likely cut. That was.
I mean, you think it's the bond yields? It's pushing the dollar? I mean,
it could be.
That's the only logical reason I could figure this out. It's the bond yield.
Hold on. I think I know what it is. Okay. It's the European Central Bank update. An hour ago, rates to remain at 4% sometime before cuts. So that's going to have a big effect. That's probably what it is.
So it's their version of JP Powell, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so BOC says hikes may still be needed to restore price stability. Okay, that's big. I didn't even see this. But we're just getting a lot of FOMCs across the world, kind of similar news in this case.
Put your daily order blocks, and you'll see why.
That's what I thought. Sorry, I'm responding to. I thought it might be big profit, but no, this is pretty aggressive what we're seeing here. Let me take off actually the amount of order blocks I have up. Hold on.
Yeah.
But
pull up the big picture daily order blocks on your chart.
On which I still, the best part about it, set on ES.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was inside of that one. I do like that Bitcoin's still up 2%. It lost 2% the time we talked, though. Time we've been on.
God, look at this thing go.
A lot of news came out an hour ago. Let me see here. Sorry. With Japan was weighing in on something. It's like a lot of news across the country. But the biggest thing is these other banks, the European Bank and Bank of Canada, talking about rate changes.
Look at this. Bitcoin in the 4 hour. It played nicely on the order blocks rejection.
There you go.
You, yes. Jacob, can't make this stuff up.
I can't. You were correct. I cannot make this stuff up. So yeah, guys, news coming through across the European Bank, Bank of Canada. They're still a little worried about cutting interest rates, and a few little updates on possible, hikes in their other banks in the economies, but I'd be shocked. I think it's more so they're saying that it could be longer, right, before we get any cuts.
Well, they can do them and we can do us. How's that?
Right. Only if that's how it works.
But
yeah, so,
there's your confluence, right? You got bad news in confluence with an order block rejection on Bitcoin.
There you go.
There you go, right?
Yeah, Bank of Canada just holding those rates. Still worried about inflation. European Bank as well. So I don't know, guys. Obviously we're affected by the entire world. It'd be nice to be just solely independent, but for our economy to be successful, we have to be in balance with some others, especially when we're in debt to China as much as we are. But yeah, it seems to be the news is just kind of like similar FOMCs on other central banks in Europe and with Canada. So just be careful out there. Yeah, so if you're just now joining us, we had updates on just, still rate scares on the European, with the European banks and the Bank of Canada. Still interest rate scares. So they're kind of worrying the market. And we just had a massive sell-off on the ES. You know what the best part is, Mickey, about all this?
What you got?
It's just gold and crude oil just trade like nothing's going on. That's one reason why I freaking love trading crude oil and I love trading gold. It's just because they just, like, gold has a little bit more reaction, than crude oil does to these, to this information, but not nearly as much as like the overall like S&P or
correct. For crude, it's as you stated so many times, inventory, right? I mean, that's all.
It's all about inventory with crude oil, guys. So if you want something that doesn't get very crazy, then there you go. You trade.
I mean, it trends nice. You just got to be on the right side.
Exactly.
Right side.
We could jump back to Bitcoin. There. Sorry about that. We've been going over Bitcoin quite a bit. So we were just looking over why the market was ripping to the downside there for a second on the US side. But kind of end this out here. Go over Bitcoin yet again to kind of close this out for the day. Remember, guys, this is going to be uploaded to our YouTube as well. So make sure you go check that out. after the stream is done. We'll be back more than likely in the new year, if not sooner than that. We'll keep you updated. But again, come in the new year. We're going to be about twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So current Bitcoin analysis, we had a 3 signal, as you saw there. But with updates with the current European Bank and Bank of Canada on rate scares and not changing or cutting rates anytime soon, and the inflation concern, that has an effect on our market, and also especially Bitcoin, and obviously this decentralized market that we all trade across the entire world. So in this state, we're okay right now. I wouldn't be too stressed about Bitcoin. It didn't get that much of a reaction compared to we saw there on the US markets. But right now, Bitcoin, we're still holding strong. We're not worried about this. We're not worried about getting rid of anything yet. We're holding in for the long run on the weekly chart right now. We really like that 47K. We talked about the order block sitting up there at that previous lower high. Yes, lower high. Yeah. There you go. Downtrend. Previous lower high that we had into this 3 signal. We broke right through this breaker block. That's is not displaying at the moment because I have up just 5, but broke through the essential move we were looking for, support on around 40K. We talked about that, and then 47K right now is our main target. So we get to that 47K, that's what we're looking for, consolidation for that next move to 50K, if not higher. Solana, did it get affected a bit? Not really. Solana, maybe it did. Let me see here. Solana here, about 80 bucks. We're looking potentially for that move here soon to 90. We'll see if that can get up there. But yeah, Merry Christmas, Phil. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. We were at, let's see, 156 likes. That's awesome. But yeah, guys. So Bitcoin right now, 47K is what we're looking for. Don't have that 3 continuation signal yet. That's why we say wait. So we say wait for that, getting that signal. So that 3 signal is what we're looking for that breakout, and then continuation from there. So from there, for now, wait for that 3 signal. But so long as we're on this smart trail holding strong, we're looking good for the continuation. Other than that, Solana as well, looking good. We're waiting for opposing signals. Avalanche still looking good for holding. And then Coin today, getting that sell-off, obviously, with the U.S. market, getting the effect from it. Ethereum, might be the first one that breaks down, but as long as it holds this previous high, we're looking solid. $2,100, what we're watching on Ethereum. Again, everything's still lining up properly with the uptrend structure we want. So that being said, I think that's where we're going to leave it. Mickey, appreciate you coming in here, kind of going over some stuff on your end.
Yeah, until next time, right?
But until next time, guys. Yeah. Appreciate you. And one more update on the news front next week. Obviously, Christmas. Don't worry about trading. Go have a nice time with your family. It's going to be a good little relaxing week. That's for sure. This week, though, closing out the end of the week, right? Again, for those of you that are just coming in late, you can rewatch this on the YouTube channel just after this stream. It'll be live on there, so you can go watch the whole thing once again. But going over the news one more time. Today, obviously, we had the home starts. Ended up being beat. The dollar was rallying quite a bit, which is good. Good balance there, of course. Market's going to come off those highs. The building permits, though, did miss. So starts were good. Building permits were down this morning. But we were up there for a while. Now we're down over 1% today now. Market's all kind of turning red at the moment, which is fine. Just based on the European Central Bank and the Canada Central Bank worried about inflation. We got updates on that today with what they're going to do with their rates. But in this case, tomorrow, we had the existing home sales today, but tomorrow we got GDP in the morning. It's looking at about 5%. It wants to hit. Last month we reported, I think it was last month. Yeah, previous We reported 2%. We're looking at 5%. Really good. We want to see if that can hit. If that hits, we might end up recovering this value that we had here, that we lost today at the end of the day now. But after that, we got jobless claims like always for our U.S. markets. And then Friday, GDP is going to affect Bitcoin, so pay attention to that, okay? Always pay attention to news going on around the world. Obviously, you saw we came off in all markets from the high that we set today, just based on what's going on with the central banks across the world. PCE tomorrow, 8:30. Be careful around then if you're day trading or anything. We got new home sales for the U.S. at 10 a.m. Eastern. That's about it. After that, we got Christmas going into this weekend. But guys, I think we're going to leave it there. We appreciate you being here. Coming in the new year, we're going to be streaming 2 times a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays. 2 hours, about 15 minutes like it was today. And, you know, we're going to be adapting this stream to give you exactly what you want. But right now, crypto is the big hype. We've got the halving coming next year. We got a massive 4% move today, down to 2%. We're still up, staying green, staying strong. 43K at the high. Hopefully we can get to 50K by early February or even January or maybe end of this year. But we're really looking for that move come early January into February. And pray we get news about the ETF. The ETF would be awesome to get. If we get that, then we're really going to see a nice move come off of that. But overall, not a bad day. Not a bad day. Still positive on crypto. I was going to look one more time. Bitcoin today up 3%. It's bouncing a bit already. So there we go. Bitcoin already bouncing back, which is really good. Up 3.5%. To potentially close out the U.S. session, right? So we have, you know, obviously 247 trading Bitcoin, but U.S. session about to close out roughly 3% on the entire day, which would be really good. Hopefully we can get kind of that high broken later, but stay tuned for the next stream, possibly in the new year. If not, maybe end of next week, maybe Thursday of next week. So we'll let you know on that front. If you're from the Discord, pay attention to the updates in the Discord. Make sure to join the Discord. Link is in the description. If you liked all the indicators we used today as well, make sure to also check out the links in the description. Right now we have a holiday sale going on for the LuxAlgo indicators. Go check that out. You also get 30 days risk-free. Other than that, we're always in the Discord trading. If you want current market updates, what's going on. If you want to talk with Mickey's going to have live events going on in there very soon. So going over LuxAlgo indicators, more LuxAlgo based information is all in that Discord. So if you're into the indicators we had today, we're going over. Links in the description. Join the Discord. We love seeing the community. We have the community is completely free for a lot of you. You also get more perks when you do sign up for any of our LuxAlgo plans. So we will see you in there. But appreciate you guys being here, and have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year, just in case I don't see you guys again. But we'll see you very soon. Peace.